In the past few days, Canadians day tripping to the U.S. to do some shopping have run into some surprises on the way back in. According to the Canada Border Services Agency, as of March 4th, certain goods originating from the U.S. are subject to a surtax of 25% on the value for duty, part of retaliatory measures implemented by the Canadian government following a wave of tariffs from the U.S.
Occasionally I will bring stuff. I'll go to Vermont.
In front of the Rainbow Bridge in Niagara Falls, we heard from people who said while they've done some cross-border shopping in the past, they're happy to see Canada's counter tariffs apply to individual shoppers as well.
I'm glad because I'd like to keep it in Canada as much as possible.
Anything Canada has to do to sort of fight back.
I understand it, even if it might hurt a bit.
But it didn't take long to find others who felt Canadian families just trying to find a bargain should be exempted from those retaliatory measures on individual trips.
I don't think anybody's glad paying tariff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exemption would be certainly a better option.
Definitely, yeah.
Certainly.
In a written statement to City News, the president of Niagara Falls Tourism saying in part, now is an ideal time for Canadians to explore the stunning beauty our country has to offer, all while supporting local businesses and the Canadian tourism industry. Meanwhile, just a short distance away, the mayor of Fort Erie, home to the Peace Bridge, says many families in the border town have cut back on day tripping to the U.S., acknowledging he's hearing for some it's a change that's been costly.
Well, for a lot of people that go across the border and do their shopping for gas or for groceries, yeah, it's a big issue. But my understanding is that that's really dropped off. And so people are having to decide whether being a Canadian and protecting our way of life is more important than saving a little bit of money by spending money in the United States. And right now, the overwhelming response has been, no, we're Canadians. We're being offended by what we thought was our best neighbor in the world.
Now, we did reach out to the CBSA. They got back to us in writing saying, in part, these countermeasures will apply to commercial shipments, goods imported by mail or courier, and goods imported by individual travelers above their personal exemptions. Surtaxes will remain in place until the U.S. eliminates its trade restrictive measures against Canada. On the Canada-U.S. border in Niagara Falls, David Zura, City News.